Hey, since I couldn't really record any skits for this week, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of vlogs, like little itty vlog things, before recording, so this is number one, and you're gonna be seeing these throughout the week. Hope it's good. Hope you guys like it. Hello and welcome to Mini Adventure. Today I'm gonna be playing more Megadimesion since Cody isn't here. And since Sage is at a birthday party, she's at her niece's birthday party, and I'm pretty sure Rose is with her. So I'm just gonna be playing Megadimesion myself, I guess, because I Megadimesion by myself, I guess, because number one, I promised that we were gonna be playing Megadimesion this week. So I don't know. Let's just go ahead and get in real quick, so we can finally get into this. It's really late, and I probably should have done this yesterday, because I know the normal recording schedule is Saturday, but I'm doing this on a I think it's Sunday. Well, we don't have school this week. Sorry, I'm putting away my my friggin' headset. By the way, sorry I'm not already in the game. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit longer. And sorry if you can hear me pressing buttons. I try my hardest not to have that in there, but it just kind of sneaks in sometimes. By the way, fucking Sage is texting me. It's like I'm pretty sure it's not around her bedtime, but it is definitely like around the time where she should normally be going to sleep. And I thought it would be okay since she hasn't really texted me that much today. So, I don't know. And she's been texting me. What I wanted to talk about a little bit was last week. I don't know if a lot of you guys got this, but a lot of the episodes were really, really long, and I kind of regret them being so long. So these episodes are gonna be 100% 15 minutes only. I know it's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass for me to remember that, and I'm gonna have to keep constantly looking down. But I know right now that we're going on like 2 minutes-ish. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that and make sure that these episodes are 100% either a little bit more than 15 or pretty much 15. I don't know. And there's just so much I want to talk about. And number one is that I've looked through all of the analytics of Mini Adventure and a bunch of the other channels that that we've been subscribed to, or that have subscribed to us, and I've noticed that a lot of them either like people with face cams, or they have had face cams and those videos have gotten a lot of views, and like a lot of what's the right word? It's definitely not a lot of like a lot of money or anything. It's just they've gotten a lot of damn it. That's it, I'm turning notifications off. They've gotten a lot of they've been noticed a lot more, I guess. Because these Mini Adventure episodes, like, I put a lot of heart into these episodes, and I talk about a lot of things that I kind of want to share. And most of the times they're kind of questions that I've asked, and I've been looking for answers. But I guess, like, just expecting people to answer it in the first week, I don't think that that's very justified. And I understand that, especially having it be such a random episode and having it being such a long episode. So I finally came up with the system that we're going to be finally sticking to, which the system that we had before was really good, but I prefer this one more, and it's a lot more thought out, even though I kind of made it up on the spot in the episode. It's going to be 2 episodes of something that we know people like, 1 episode of something random, and then 2 episodes of a different thing that we know people like. And this is a pretty weird schedule, and I know it's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to, or at least for like us at Mini Adventure. But I know you guys are gonna eventually get used to it, and everything will be fine. By the way, I've also noticed that a bunch of people, it's not that they've told me, and that they've like come up to me and like messaged me saying this, but I have a feeling that people missed Megadimesion, because even though we've made a bunch of episodes with we made a bunch of episodes of Megadimesion, but when we stopped playing Megadimesion, the views were still being like very wobbly. Like there were something new didn't normally get a lot of views, but if it was something new that somebody liked, or like something new that one person was like, oh Jesus, that they were like, oh, I kind of like that game, it would normally get a lot of like views and a lot of people, and we'd normally get like a new subscriber or something, and that was freaking awesome, and that was amazing whenever it happened. But I kind of want that to happen a little bit more. And one of the reasons why... Sorry, I'm kind of playing the game and getting a little bit distracted. One of the reasons why I think that this is a very like prominent thing that needs to happen, and that we need to change the schedule up a little bit, is because having 1 week of something that people don't necessarily like is really boring, and it's kind of a waste of both our time for recording it and a waste of time for people not watching it, because they want to see what they want to see, and they're not going to watch it if it's something that they don't want to see, or if they don't necessarily like if we had just nothing, absolutely nothing but Rocket League stuff, sure, we'd get a bunch of Rocket League fans, but whenever we switch to something like Neptunia, like just one day randomly in a giant, like after a giant stream of Rocket League, those Rocket League people are not gonna watch it. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? Where's Rocket League? It's just weird. Most people wouldn't watch it, and they'd probably just skip and wait until they saw the next thing. So, or like the next Rocket League episode. So what I've thought of doing is, instead of just having a whole week of something new that people may or may not like, it's just going to be 1 episode where we could test it. And me and Cody have talked about this a lot, and if you like watched what was it? If you watched number 1 last week's episodes of Senran Kagura with just me, you'd be able to see that I've like thought about this a lot, and I've talked about it with Cody a little bit, and he understood it. So that's like the best thing I could think of doing for this week, and I'm gonna be doing that. And I'm a little bit confused on things, and I've got a bunch of questions for people to answer, or I've got a bunch of questions that I want our subscribers to answer. So I'm going to be taking these episodes as kind of a not as like, oh, Q&A BS whatever, but kind of like a reverse Q&A, and I'm also going to be playing and talking about Megadimesion. So I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here and don't take things in the wrong way. So just, I don't know. And by the way, sorry for kind of leaving the topic earlier, but the one reason why I looked at other people's channels and noticed that they had webcams is because it's not a personal thing, but I think if I had like if we had a webcam and people could see our faces and see our emotions and just kind of connect with us a little bit more. I think it would kind of bring our just our little itty bitty fan base together. I think like the 3 people that comment, or like how many people was it? I think just, it's not even just the commenters. It's everybody who watched. Jesus, excuse me. I'm trying to say something amazing, but my body just keeps trying to ruin it with burps. I'm burpy. So, I think that people would be able to kind of connect with us more and be able to just feel a little bit more at home watching our episodes if we had a face cam. Cause okay, I don't really want to talk about this, but in the past I may or may not have said that I didn't really favor the idea of a webcam because people like the Game Grumps don't use it and they're still super popular. But I don't know, it's just I don't really think that people would like it. So I'm kind of asking you guys. I'm not saying that I've already bought the camera and that. I'm asking you guys if you want us to use it or something like that. It's just, would you guys like the idea of us buying a pretty decent camera and then setting it up so you can see our faces and our goofy hand movements and stuff? And it won't just be like Markiplier where you only see like our faces or something like that. It'd be more of like kind of like a little bit further away cow chop, because you'd be able to see both me and Cody, but we'd only have one camera and it'd be kind of in a fixed position. Because I don't know, I don't really think that we have the money in our budget to I don't think we really have enough money to purchase, number one, like the best camera in the universe, and number two, like multiple cameras that can get different angles and just like stuff like that. Plus we don't really have we don't have people to zoom in and like carry the cameras around and stuff. So I don't know. I'll definitely talk it over with Cody whenever I get the chance, and I'll talk to Sage and stuff about it, and talk to Rosa. I'll just see what happens. Oh my goodness. I've talked a lot in this episode, and I've only gotten like a couple of things over. Like I've only talked about small little tiny things that I've really been thinking about lately. While we're kind of coming to the end of this episode, I just want to ask one more question, and if you guys watch this all the way through, I want you to, if you have the capability, if you are able to comment, I want you to comment. Or I want you to answer this question. Do you guys want to see face cam? Like, do you, even if it's not the best, even if it's pretty bad, or even if it's like not edited perfectly, would you guys like to see face cam, or at least have us try it for a little bit, and if you guys like it, then we'll keep doing it? And I'm not quite sure how we'd work with it. I'm not quite sure where we put the camera, or where we like just where we'd like set it up is a problem. How the quality would be is a problem. By the way, I've talked to Sam about this, and he said that he, like, personally, he has never worked with any sort of like any sort of face cam in his entire editing career, and neither have I. So he told me that if we were going to do face cam, number one, he wouldn't edit it, and that he would give me his computer so I could try editing it and so I could work on it. That's another one of the things I kind of want to talk about, is how I've been trying to better myself at learning more about editing, so it's not just Sam and it's not just me, and also figuring out more about art and different art programs, and trying to finally get that animation that I've been thinking of and me and Cody have been dreaming of. Okay, this has been 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of leave it off here. I hope you like this episode, and I hope that we get comments on the answer to my question. So, I don't know. Neptunia's back. That's awesome.